before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Running the counter with Mostert. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Now Tua, escaping the pressure right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it to 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's swung out to Mostert. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now a 2nd and 6. And now they'll shift things around. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. At the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Cam Smith. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Hurts will throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Teams always want to send messages I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. That one complete down the field to Smith. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Hurts sets up to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Here's 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. And now we've got a man a little jumpy here. Maybe trying to block the extra point. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 43 yards, as his guys have opened up.